guess what? I'm going to have a coffee, a second coffee in a teacup. Today is the day where the house is quiet and I'm going nowhere, seeing no one and doing nothing. Is everybody awake? No one's awake. Oh, I know it's not time for them to be awake, but sometimes they're up. Oh, I love them. I'm going to try to get the stair runner, the old stair runner, back on. Here it is, rolled up. It's got rips in it, but look, you can see. I think if I put the top at the bottom and the bottom at the top, the rips will fall into a completely different place and it will hang on for we just need it to hang on for another 5 months because there's a massive delay on production of these things. And then today, I think I'm going to tidy up the paints, put the old stair gate away, and I've put the hallway back together. I've put all the pictures up and things, but I've still got stuff hidden under there, look. So I need to sort that out. So happy about that. I'm gonna have a little tidy up in here. Oh dear. Bunny, you little bugger. It's like my artwork. It's new. It's a Cézanne. Isn't it lovely? Cost me a fortune. We got one of those in-frame TVs and it's great. It's a bit weird, sort of glows, but it's cool. And we're making a frame to go around it. We were looking online and you could get the frames from America for some crazy amount of money. So we've gone online and found a company that sells frames and we're just going to do it ourselves. Little bit of jiggery pokery. It's worth having a go, isn't it? Yeah. I love this lady. She's a bronze. I got her from an art gallery years and years ago. She's called Caroline. And I had a darling, darling aunt called Caroline. Doesn't look anything like her. But I loved her. And then when I found out her name was Caroline, I just had to have her. So I still miss my Auntie Caroline, even though she died when I was 9. It was actually very tragic. I'll tell you about her one day. Look at my hair. What is it doing? It's so funny. I'm having a lovely day. I've had 2 coffees in bed. It's so nice. And then, well, the doorbell did ring. Wilf's new duvet covers have arrived. I keep cutting things out sometimes and I don't know whether I've said this or not. He's in the spare room now. His room was tiny, I felt sorry for him. So I'm slowly but surely sorting that out, making it more of a boys' room, which I'm a bit sad about because I absolutely love the wallpaper in there. But I love my son more. And if he's happy, I'm happy. You know what they say, you're only as happy as your most miserable child. I'm just about to have some breakfast, poached eggs on toast. I'm going to go to the sale rooms to pick up the things I won the bidding on. Come on, eggs, make them. Oh, I'd love to have chickens again. Suzanne from Green Lambkin's got lovely chickens and so's Ali. But I think I've got enough to look after. And when the world opens up again, we go away pretty regularly. So it's just getting the getting all the animals looked after. It's a bit of a mission. Although if we go to France, generally the dogs come with us. I need to ring up the vets today and find out what to do, because Bunny's rabies injection has expired. Weirdly, I'm just going to put you there. Weirdly, that's not going to work. I'll be back in a minute. Bunny has a Spanish passport, which means that travelling with her in the EU will be much easier because of Brexit. But her rabies vaccine expired after 18 months, whereas Margot's expires after 3 years. So that's caught me out. And we are hoping to go to France in December. So why was I telling you this? Chickens, yeah. I will be seeing all of my neighbours soon. We're all getting together. We have a little group. We call each other the Gillbillies, because we are like hillbillies because we live on the hill. But we're girls, so we're Gillbillies. Anyway, I'm getting together with all the Gillbillies, and I might just float it past them all and see if anyone, if I get enough people who say that they'd be quite happy to come up and let the girls out, I might get some more. If I get a chicken tractor, I could take the chickens around to different people's houses when I go away. Half term next week, and I've got Lily the guinea coming again. Oh, I must text Amy to tell her that's absolutely fine. I better do that now. I don't have a fancy egg poaching pan or pod gizmo thing, so I just fill up my frying pan with boiling water, put it on the heat till I can see little bubbles, and then I crack a couple of eggs in, and they don't look quite as attractive, but I've overcooked them a bit because I burnt my first lot of toast and had to start again. I just didn't want to eat the burnt bits because it would repeat on me all day long. I really like it when I've been to the auction house and I've picked up my stuff, and I still get a surprise when I pick it up, because there's always something that is part of a lot that you did not realise was part of the lot that you bid on. So I've got some surprises. That's my car. I just took my foot off the brake. I've got a couple of paintings here, well, prints, my rug there, and a boot clattering full of copper pans, which I knew about, and irons, which I knew about. But I didn't know about the metal meat grinders or food grinders. I've got 2 of those. One of them, I think I might use that if I can get it to connect to the worktop, which I'm not sure I can because of the way my kitchen's made, but that'd be funny, wouldn't it? I've had a couple of questions about and regarding Bill. Number 1, well, these weren't questions so much, these were more comments and compliments. People have expressed that they like his longer hair. I love it. I love it how it is now, but it's not going to stay like that. He is growing it quite long. I think we need to get it 10 inches long, and then we are going to do little ponytails all over his head and then cut the hair off, so he'll end up with a crew cut, and send it off to the Little Princess charity, who makes wigs for children who've lost their hair during cancer treatment. It was all Bill's idea. It's what he wanted to do. He's tried to do this several times before, but he was unable to care for his hair the way it needed caring for, so it became too much for him to wash, and brushing it was just painful, and his sensory issues meant that he couldn't handle it. So we're trying again, and so far so good. The light's better in here, isn't it? Look, you can barely see my spots now. The other thing is, why am I doing that awful parenting course? Well, it's because in order to access some help that Bill's going to need in the future, I kind of have to go through a process. So it's like a gateway course to get to the next thing and the next thing. So I just have to suck it up. But yeah, it's just the way it is. So that's why I'm doing a parenting course. And I am learning things, obviously. You always do. Whenever you do anything like that, there's always something of value. Here we go then. I've got to clean these up. They're not to everybody's taste, I know that. What we got here? We've got some sort of pastoral scene. Hello, Margot. I don't like it. I think it's rubbish. Oh, well, you would. Look, lovely wooden back. And then this one. Margot is digging in the background. Look at the funny face on that. She looks like a Fraggle. How funny. Let's have a look. Yep. Wood on the back. I don't know anything about these. I wonder if there's anything on the invoice. George Morland was a 1790s-ish painter. So these are prints. They might be George Morland prints. But if it says after George Morland, I think it might just be that it's in the style of George Morland. I mean, they're not worth anything. But I like them. I'm going to clean them up and put them above my bed. And hope they don't fall down on top of Toby and I. I wanted some copper pans, so when I saw that these were in a lot and they look nice, I won't be cooking with them because they're really damaged. They'd need refinishing inside. Maybe I'll get them refinished one day, but I thought that they would look lovely hung up. Excuse all my clutter everywhere. They've got nice sturdy handles. Super heavy, so I'm definitely not sure I'd be cooking with them. But I think they'll be really gorgeous as decoration. And what I would like to do is have a pole strung under here so I can hang them up over Mount Arga. I think that would look really, really lovely. I was talking to Phil just now about it. He said, we've got some copper pipe up in the barn. If I could get two little circular ends. Oh, it's my phone. That was the vets. I need to know about Bunny's rabies things that expired after 18 months rather than 3 years, which has caught me out. So I don't know if we can take them to France. Yeah, I think that would look really nice. I can't get far enough back to show you how I think it would look in my head. Those 3 pounds of what drew me in, and the frying pan came with it. And then this little witch's cauldron, which I think is delightful. And I might put it up there because that's not looking as good as I'd like it to look. It's a bit crappy. Above my cupboards aren't. They need a little something, don't they? And then a kettle also, which would have been great if it was just a copper kettle, but it's an electric copper kettle. But that'll look sweet somewhere, I'm sure. And then a cast iron, which will be a good weapon or doorstep stop or decoration or I don't know. And then meat grinders. But this one you can adjust, but none of them will attach to my worktop or my table. And this one has been painted shut. So I think that they'll go into charity or something. And then got that lovely carpet. I'll take you out. Last but not least, I got this nice carpet. Oh, Margot. It's a wool one. Really nice. It's worn out in places. But I actually really like the back. Look at that. I've given it a jolly good hoover. But they've obviously had some long-haired dog, like a golden Labrador or something, lying on it. And it is full of sand. So I'm going to belt the living daylights out of it now with the pole from the hoover. That'll do the job. Now, let's see, what am I angry about? What could I really go to town over? There is so much sand and grit coming out of that. I think I might have to borrow my friend's shark hoover. Whew, it's all in my eyes. Excuse the noise out there, but Phil is very busy. There we go. I've only stapled on the stair runner, and it looks a bit funny because you can see all the creases where it used to be the other way round. And now the holes, instead of being on the edge of the steps, they're in the middle of the steps. So I think, yeah, and that one was the one that was all the way down the bottom. So I think it's gonna hold for the next however long. I've literally just stapled it on. I'm gonna put a few more staples in. What are you doing? You're nuts. I'll pop a few more staples in just to hold it. I don't really want to screw back on the stair rods because I don't want to make these holes bigger and wobblier. If I think the stairs, oh, this is boring. If I think that the stair carpet is getting a bit baggy and is going to trip us up and be dangerous, then I'll put the runners back on. But I'm just going to keep a very close eye on it for now. Oh, I'm so happy with this staircase. Now it's painted like this. I just think it looks older. This is a new staircase. It's 13 years old, nearly 14 years old. And it just, to me, didn't feel like it quite fitted in with the house. But now it's painted, I think that it does. And the stair risers stained a bit darker. I know it won't be to everybody's taste, but I really like it. And you're probably learning now. It sounded a bit patronising, didn't it? You've probably realised by now that I just like what I like. And if nobody else likes it, then I'm glad, because that means there's more of the stuff that I like for me to buy secondhand.
Well, I don't know where the day went. After I spoke to you last, I walked the dog, went and picked up Wilfred, started to cook supper. Then I got a call from Ted's school saying he wasn't feeling great. So I went and picked him up. He was supposed to be staying overnight tonight. Because of cross country and harvest festival tomorrow. And then we got back, had something to eat, cup of tea. Now it's bedtime. So I bid you all good night and I will see you tomorrow.
Night, night. See you tomorrow, everybody. I'm just coming out to kiss you. And if anybody knows how can my mum stop me from licking my sore patch in my armpit?
What are we going to do with you, Bun? Don't need to lick it all the time. Oh, look at her. She's going all grey around her eye. You're getting old, bunny dog.